This is a Good Wolf soundbite. I'm Harry Cunliffe with Two Wolves, and I hope you'll forgive that this is a slightly longer soundbite than usual, but I want to share something about my day. We've been talking about staying present, and today was a real opportunity to practice that. I had a busy day scheduled with a lot of work, had an assistant helping, we had a tight schedule, a lot of things to get done. And there was a specific deadline on a certain amount of work, so we were pushed. Halfway through the afternoon today, I got a call from my godfather's daughter to let me know that he had died today. James Morton was a very special person to me. He was a very special person to a lot of people. He was the Dean of the Cathedral, St. John the Divine in New York City for 25 years. And after he retired, he developed the Interfaith Center of New York that's been very instrumental in changing the way things occur in the legal system there, understanding of different cultures, cooperation and participation between religions in different efforts. After 9/11, he and his organization put together the memorial service at the UN, and then also assisted many of those companies that lost people of multiple different faiths in having a memorial service that met the needs of all of their people, regardless of their own individual faiths. So a great man, and for the last 25 years in particular in my life, has been my spiritual mentor, has made an enormous difference for me, and helped mold who I am today. So a real practice today in staying present. In the midst of this work, I get this news, and I'm tempted to try and sort of put it aside for a moment, but that's not the right thing to do, and I was very saddened by it. I also needed to call my father in England because James was his great friend, and how he ended up being my godfather, to let my father know that James had died. So I talked to my assistant, let her know, and she was very supportive. And then I took time to go to somewhere where there was better cell reception than where we were working, and make a call home, talk to my father, talk to my mother, and be present with them and share in that communication and those feelings. James had been sick for a while, and so this was not a surprise, but as all of you know who've lost a loved one, it doesn't matter whether you've been expecting it or not, it's still the end, it's still a loss. And then I needed to go back and re-engage in the work fully, and I was able to do that. We worked for another 3 hours, I think, after that. At the end of that, I came home and spoke with my life partner, and she shared a number of things about her day, which was a great day, and about some wonderful things, and about some huge opportunities she had and her group had of people in recovery to support a newer member of the recovery community. Feel welcome, feel the fellowship of people that cared about her and want her to have a new life and recover. And that's amazing, and I got to be really present with that, and I was touched by that, and I was inspired by that, and I was appreciative and again grateful for who my life partner Danelle is. So I got to be fully present for that. After that, I got to share with her about James, and she was very supportive and knows how to support me, which is a sort of gentle way rather than well, it's just what I need, and I appreciate it, and was able to share, my feelings and experience with her in that moment. And then after that, we were able to sort of have a date together that we had intended, just sitting home, watching a show we were enjoying together. And I think what I want to share is that certainly 20 years ago, 30 years ago for sure, 20 years ago certainly, and probably even 10 years ago, I'm not sure that I could have been this present. This is really a result of all the work that I've done, all the people who've shared with me how things work for them, and the ability to practice. And as I've spoken about in the last segment, this is all about practice. So if nothing else, I hope that I can convey some hope for those that struggle with staying present or just, are not well practiced in it yet. And also let you know what a wonderful way of living that is. To really be able to be present to the sadness of the loss of, amazing guy in my life. It's made a huge difference for me in many, many ways. And be present to that sadness and share that sadness with others without needing to force it to happen, without needing to force it to go away, but then also to be present for other things in life and have that not be a conflict. I think earlier I might have felt guilty if I was able to be present to something else rather than just being present to the sadness of the loss. But it isn't like that now. And I'm grateful for that. And I know that I will feel more and have more times to share with others and just with myself the sadness of that loss. But I also know it won't stop me from being present in my life and with others and in their lives. And I'm extremely grateful for that. Grateful for recovery, for the people that have supported me and helped me learn this, for my higher power and the relationship I have with the God of my understanding. And, I wish the same for all of you out there. And many of you, I'm sure, already do have that. But for those that don't, know that it is possible. It just takes practice, willingness, and openness to support and love from others. So that's it for this segment. And just wanted to remind you, life is precious. So remember, in all your relationships, in all your conversations, in all your actions, feed the good wolf.